Hi there, back again for page 3, but first of all I did finish page 2. So once again we've got the magnetic bit here which twists this pocket each side, obviously. This ends up, I haven't actually put this on yet. The little banner that I had with words on I've lost, and I don't know if I want to use it without the banner, so that's just tucked in there for a minute. I added a little bit of the glitter to the candles on there, just to sort of like bring it in line with the paper. This is the original bit that was here. This bit is extra, so I did put in a pocket and I made it a full-size pocket with a flap, and then that comes down. It's just plain on this side. You've got the tiny little flap pocket here and then the pocket here. So that is page 2. As you can see, it's a bit wrinkly because it's not even dry yet. Okay, so page 3 I haven't even got planned yet. So I'm kind of going to do it on the fly and then do a lot of editing. Oh, what have I done with my... Oh, there it is. Okay, so page 1 is safely tucked inside there. Page 2 is now in there. I have to put them away or else I'll spill something on it. So, I have been back to Pixel Scrapper and I downloaded some papers. Now, excuse the idiots outside with their cars. Most of these, but not all of them, came from a set called No Tricks, Just Treats. This one, I do believe, didn't come from that set. This is from Janet Scott. It's a set by Janet Scott. And I've done it because obviously they're 12 by 12. So I printed off some 8 by 8 and some full size there. Got some nice brown stripes. Got some nice dots. Got some nice paper print. Some wider sort of like black and cream stripes, and this I thought was perfect. Ledger paper, but it's in orange, and I thought that went really, really well. So I printed off those, which I can now use in the album. So, and they are printed on 140 GSM weight paper. I don't know what that is in pounds, but it's 140 GSM English weight paper. So I will now get this sorted, ready for page 3. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll think of something. Okay, I have a rough plan for page 3, which I'm just kind of going to go with the flow and then edit the heck out of this. So what you will need is, you want 2 pieces, and these are just spare pieces, and they happen to be 4 by 2.5, and I scored them at 3 1/4 and 3 1/2. Got 2 of those. I have 1 piece that is 9 1/4 by 8 1/4, and on the 9 1/4 side I scored it at 8 1/4 and 8 3/8. I have 1 piece, okay, that is, for some odd reason, just over, well, it's 10 5/8, 10 5/8, and scored at 8 1/4, and it's 8 1/4 that way. Just, I have 1 piece that is, I don't know what I'm doing, 8 1/4 by 2 7/8. Obviously another rough bit. I have 1 piece that is 4 by 9 1/4, and that is scored at 1/2 inch and 8 3/4. I have 1 piece that is 9 1/4 by 6, scored at, on the 9 1/4 inch side, it's scored at 1/2 inch and 8 3/4. How wide was that one? That one was 4. And I have another piece which happens to be 9 1/4 by 8 1/4, and on the 9 1/4 inch side it is scored at 8 1/4. Okay. I can't remember what I'm doing. Okay, so the small bits first. What I'm doing is I'm folding them so that I have a gusset. Okay, 1, 2, done. Let's fold that. So I'm just going to fold and burnish all my score lines. Okay, and on this one there is a 1/8 of an inch gusset. Okay, so I'm going to start off with, do I have a clue? I'm going to start off with this piece with the, so it's scored at 8 1/4 and 8 3/8, and so I folded it to make a small gusset on this side, and the flap is facing upwards. Next I am going to need the 2 pieces that have the 1/2 inch score line on each side. Now if you want, you can just use one piece and then cut a line in it, or you can use a shorter piece as long as it goes down below this piece. You don't have to use a full length piece. I just find it easier when I'm working it out in my head to do it this way. So let's get some tape. You'll have to excuse the sound, it's getting very, very warm again. So I've had to have the fan in here now. Where I have no windows, it's like a little sauna in here. Okay, and then I'm going to want some thinner tape for the bottom, because if you haven't guessed already, these are pockets. So thin tape. Where's the end of the tape? There it is. Oh, that wasn't very good. Never mind. 1, 2. Right. So the flap with the 1/8 of an inch gusset facing me, and I'm going to put the first pocket on. It's hot in here. Once again, I'm using Anita's tacky glue, slightly watered down. It's about 10 parts glue to 1 part water, or 11 parts glue to 1 part water. I find it's just too thick and dries too quick, especially in this heat. So I like to water it down. I find it easier to use. It goes further, which makes it even more value for money. Okay, pop the pocket near the gusset, but do not cover your gusset. And then put the smaller pocket on top of this one. So I've got my first pocket here. I'm putting my second pocket just over it here. So you've got a bit there with your gusset. Next, you want to put on your wide piece. What am I doing with that bit? I don't know now. That's the base with that bit. Notes. If you can call them that. Okay. So, oh, I see what I did. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I've done that one. That's going there. That's gone there. That's going there. This one goes onto here. Once again, avoiding your gusset. You have to avoid your gussets. So I'm going to put tape on this. Oh, not a lot left on there. But always save that last little bit of tape that you've got. Never throw it away. I know it seems useless, but they're really good for using for like putting magnets on and things like that. Right. My family laugh because I have a whole drawer that's about 8 inches high at least, and it's just full of double-sided tape. All sorts of different double-sided tape. Okay, so this one's slightly wider, but that's okay. Mitre those edges, but don't mitre the gusset. Okay, so I'm going to push the gusset back. So the gusset is this side. Release my tape backing. Release my tape backing. That's better. Apply some glue. That's quite a lot of glue. And place this one. Which way up do I want it? I think I want it. I'm going to try flap side down for a minute because I can't remember. Right, so up to the gusset line, but not over the gusset. Line it up. So that when you push the gusset bit forward, it's the same length as your page, but with the gusset down, you've got a 1/8 of an inch gap there. Okay, so no, that's the right way round. 1, 2, and I don't know which way round I'm having this yet. I think I will have it that way round. Right, next one is this one, and I'm going to put tape on here. You'll notice that I've done the hinges very, very big. It's a habit I have. The more weight a page carries, the bigger I like the hinges to be, because then I know it's going to last. Because a little hinge isn't really going to get you anywhere. Okay. Right. Take this. Do I want it that way? That way? That way? No, I do want it this way. Right, first time. I'm having it this way. Yep. Okay, so let's get the tape backing off of this. Okay, so the large flap I've definitely put under. Right, and I've kind of designed this album so that it will take 8x5s, or 7x5s I should say, 6x4s and 3x5 photographs. So, I mean, it will take 8x5s. Okay, and so this is my flap, like this. I've put that underneath. I'm gluing this to the end. I'm going to have to do it up this way because I can't see, and if I lean over it, all you'll see is my head. There. So I've got a bit of that red line tape backing. It's my nemesis, that is, that and glitter. Okay, open this up, and what I'm going to have here is another pocket, which I don't seem to have. No, I haven't cut out my other pocket. This is going here as basically a belly band and a tuck spot. I could just have a tuck spot, I suppose, but I like the idea of having a belly band there. Yeah, I like the idea of having a belly band there. So I'm not going to glue this down until I've decorated it, because this is straight to page. So I want another pocket. Do I want a pocket this way, or do I want a pocket this way? I think I'm going to have a pocket this way. So I need to cut it 9 1/4 by however high I want it. So how high do I want it? Or do I want 2 pockets? That would be quite nice. I think I'm going to have 2 pockets. Pocket, pocket. No, because I don't. No, I'm going to have 1 pocket, because you do need some clear space to put photographs in. So and I think I want it to come up about 5 inches. So 9 1/4. And yes, I'm going back to using my old purple cows, even though it's broken. the reason why I'm using this is because it is exactly the same measurements as my Martha Stewart scoreboard. So if I measure 5 inches on here, it's 5 inches on my scoreboard. Some of my other paper trimmers are slightly out, and even if it's just a millimetre or 1/32 of an inch out, it shows. So, oh no, I didn't cut it down, did I? Oh. So 9¼ by, shall we say 5? 6, 5½, 5. Let's do 5. Okay, and score that at, see, look, it's exactly 9¼ ½ inch and 8¾ inches. Right, scoreboard out again. That second score line I'm going to take in, so I'm going to move that over slightly and just take it in the tiniest of bits. So it's less than a 1/16 of an inch. No, it's about a 1/16 of an inch. And that is because I want it to fit in the fold of the paper without getting in the way. And that tiny little score line over that amount makes all the difference. So next, tape. And on this one. I creased my tape. Oh, waste. Okay. Okay, now I want a thin piece of tape along the bottom, because you can all say it with me now, nobody likes anything falling out of their bottom. That and keeping your gussets free, that's all you need to know, really. Okay. Okay, so you have got your pocket, your flap here, that folds over, you've added this bit on, so open it up, and on the bit that's above everything else, pocket. Okay, what have I done with it this time? There it is. Take off the backing. Add some glue. And place it at the bottom of the page. Remembering that you have that tiny, 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 tiny little gap there, which means that you can still close this. Okay, now for these bits. they are going on the back, and this is what's going to keep everything down. So this will be magnet, and that will keep this page down. And if you use strong enough magnets, it will also keep anything like a card or anything in there, a tag. So let's get some tape on these. See, now I can remember telling everyone that when you cut sticky things, whether that be tape or sticky back plastic or anything, if you're right-handed, so you're using scissors with your thumb in the smaller notch, then always cut with the sticky side facing up, because that way your scissors will not get jammed up with glue as much. Do I pay attention to myself? No, no I don't. You don't actually have to mitre these, by the way. I'm just doing it because I'm used to doing it now. But remember, keep your gussets free. Do not mitre your gussets. Right, so the easiest way for me to do this, I think, is to find the middle, which should be quite easy because, you know, they are only 2 1/4. I think they were 2 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to mark the middle of that. Mark the middle of my page, which should be there. Oh, I marked it the wrong side. Look at that. Oh, you dozy mare. Oh, I can see it. Okay. The easiest way for me is just to draw a bit of a line down the middle, roughly. Mark the middle of this one. There we go. Right. Tape backing off. Oh, it sticks to everything. Okay, glue. And I'm going to line up on here. So line up a little mark with that there. Down to that was not so clever. No, it goes on that one. Right, how am I doing? No, you were right first time. Give me strength. You've got to make sure that your gussets are up, so that, because you don't want your pages to be crooked, or else it'll be off centre. This will be off centre. Okay, so there it is. Let's go. I've done it again. I think that's good enough. Near as damn it. And try again. Okay, 1, 2. So what that does then, when it's all together, this will hold it shut with the magnets. So then you'll open that up, you open this up, so you've got the pocket here, then you'll open this up and you'll have a tuck spot here with a belly band. You can pick any size belly band. Like I say, I'm using all scraps up on for this one. So you put your belly band in, but you decorate that side first. And then you've got 1, 2 pockets. So I might do something on there. Might do. But that is basically it. So I am going to now decorate this one. And I am liking the fact that I haven't done any of these fancy cut edges, so it's actually working out a lot easier to decorate than it usually would. So there we go, page 3. I'll be back to show you it decorated, and then that will be that. Right, page 3 is finished, though it may not end up being page 3. I don't know what order I'm putting the pages in. So, and I had to have a little bit of a rethink. I was going to have, and I can't even find them now. Ah, I was going to have this here joining it up. Yeah, one side, one the other. So this was going to be here, and I glittered it and everything. But then I put the wrong paper here by accident, so I had to kind of like change it around a bit. So this is just a chipboard piece from the collection. So, and the magnet, it's magnetized on one side now. So with that in mind, this opens up and it says boo on the top, opens down, and I added these stripes of glitter, opens up this way. This was the original front cover, front page. So pocket there, lots of space here, and then it opens up this way, and I put a strip in between here to separate this to make it 2, and this is also split in 2, so there's tape down the middle and down the middle here, and then 1, 2 pockets. So page 3 complete. Let's put it with page 1 and 2. Like I said, it may not end up being in that order. That will definitely be page 1, I think. And hopefully I'm getting some more of this particular piece of paper. It's the only one I could find, and I've had to order it from America. But it's the only design I could get hold of. So hopefully that'll be here soon for me to carry on with. So pages 1, 2 and 3, not necessarily in that order, done, and I'll be back soon for page 4. Bye for now.